Blessings and greetings. Greetings and blessings. Blessed souls, this is Danzus, your women. We're live from Kessa, Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. It's Yud Daled ER, the month whose Hebrew letters Aleph, Yud, Yud, and Resh are an acronym for Ani Havaya Rofecha, the Most High embedded within this month special abilities and potentialities for many healings to be manifested on this earth, combined with today being a special day, today being Pesach Sheni, the second observation of Passover, a month later after the initial celebration which we had last month. You can learn more about Pesach Sheni, the second Passover, in the Chumash, in the 5 books of Moses, which was basically an incident or a commandment, or say a mitzvah, which was generated by the members of the 12 tribes who could not participate in the first Pesach because they were actively involved in transferring the bodies of the 12 sons of Yaakov, Yisrael, Jacob, Israel, to bring them for eventual bury into the land of Israel, according to the lands of purity that Israelites are supposed to uphold by at all times. When a person comes in contact, and we should not know things with a dead body, they are rendered into a level of tumah, which is not a subject, or impurity, I should say, which is not a subject for full discussion now, but you can do your own research and learn about it. It's written all over in all different languages. We're in the 6th installment of a teaching based on the descendant of, one of the descendants of King David and Solomon, Lubovitcher Rebbe. Hamaskilim yazhiru kezor harakiya matdiki harabim kahochavim le'olam ve'ed, that the wise shall shine like the radiance of the firmament, and those who make the many righteous will be like the stars forever and ever. Another example of one of the maskilim of the history of the nation of Israel is Abraham Avinu. Abraham, also was known as Abram. And why will we be benefiting not just from the past, his code of conduct, and in the present and the future? Because one example of how he lived his life is exemplified in a verse in the book of Genesis, chapter 21, verse 33, where it's written, V'yita eshel b've'er shava v'yikur shem havaya ke'olam, that he planted a tree in the city of Beersheba, and he called out there in the name of the Most High as the Almighty of the world, or the universe. So there's a teaching in the Midrash Rabbah, in Bereishis Sof Parshas Nun Daled, and also discussed in the Talmudic tractate of Sota, in Daf Yud, page 10, in the explanations of one of the quintessential expounders of the Torah Shabbat Oral Torah, Rashi, that what Abraham used to do is that he would invite guests into his tent, or his hotel as it would have been considered in those days, and would give them food and drink. At the end of the meal, he would serve them food, after serving them luscious foods in the desert. Because if anyone who's been to Beersheba, I passed by there several years ago, it's situated right in the middle of a desert. But one of the reasons why it became a flourishing city back in the times of Avram, and to this day, is because there's an underwater water table under there, which has been already proved scientifically, but that's being tangential. Anyway, Abraham at the ending of the meal would ask the guest to bless the Almighty. And they would say, Ma Nemar, what should we say? So he said to them, Blessed is the Almighty of the world, that from him we have eaten. And thus Abraham was able to teach and inculcate within the mouth of all the peoples of his times that had the blessing and the merit to bless his tent, to call out in the name of the Most High for the sumptuous food and drink that he would give them. I'm going to now the teaching, the gleaning, what I want to try to glean out from the teaching of the Rebbe. We're going back to the whole idea of what is this idea of Mashiach teaching Torah to the nation of Israel and ultimately to all the blessed children of Noach. A Torah which has not been accessed yet by even the greatest tzaddikim, righteous of our people, or the righteous of all nations. The primary virtue, blessed souls, of the type of Torah, divine instruction that the Mashiach will be sharing with the entire world, will lead us into an era, as in the fulfillment of the prophecy of Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah chapter 31, Verse 33, Navi Yirmiyahu, Perek Lamed Aleph, Perek Lamed Aleph, Pasuk Lamed Gimel, V'lo yimudu od ish et re'ehu, that no longer will man have to teach his friend, for everyone shall know the Most High. How it will be that we'll be able to know the Most High? Via the normal means of which we share and communicate and vibe out together on various levels of divine awareness, as we of Israel, the tradition that's according to the eternal Torah. Is being the method, the system which the Mashiach will reveal, accessible to the entire human race, is a level of learning of Torah that is lefi riyah, a type of perception of divine instruction, and the level is riyah, which is referring to the soul power, the intellectual power of vision, perception, chachma, wisdom. Right now, in the times of exile, even when there's the revelation of inner dimensions of Torah, the general way of these teachings being internalized and elucidated and comprehended by various blessed souls upon this earth is through the method of Havana Vasaga, understanding and comprehension. Understanding being, getting the point, and the Hasaga getting beyond the point, understanding the complexities of the point where one can even get to the essence of the point of one's following the instruction, understanding the instruction, internalizing it. So a question that will leave you with blessed souls is that, there were great people in our history. Moshe, the mighty Levite prophet. There was Shmuel, Samuel the prophet, King David, Solomon. Solomon in our traditions is the wisest man who ever lived, with the exception, but some say he was as wise as Adam, and only Mashiach will surpass him. So if Mashiach has, say, a deeper insight than all of us, we shouldn't be surprised, and for the most of the human race. But since these souls of the past, these ancient souls, and that includes, of course, people who are in the category of the Bnei Noach, we're talking about Noach and his son Shem, and Methuselah, Meshulach, and Chanoch, who had the longest reign of any human king. I would assume that only the Mashiach, we can safely say, will ever rule longer than Chanoch, who ruled for 243 years among the ancient peoples of his time. It's called Adam, who was the original handiwork of the Most High. So how will Mashiach reveal teachings that these souls who lived thousands of years before the time of Mashiach, how will he be able to teach them? Certainly, we won't need to be proved too quickly or easily. We'll be able to understand and acknowledge quickly when Mashiach is fully manifest in creation. This is the human, this is the anointed one, this is the blessed one, this is the Ish Mashuach, the anointed man who shall lead us in a pleasant and peaceful way. And one of the ways that we can see that he will be the Mashiach is that he will empower the children of Israel, Bnei Yisrael, to be Or Le'umim, a light to the nations. Because until we are lacking in this quality, but we're trying, and we're trying to break out of our limitations of yesterday and the days before and the years before, in the last 2,000 years of exile. We are trying. Those of us who are aware of it, and those of us who are still not aware of it, realize there's this prophecy that looms on the horizon that Yisrael must be Or Le'umim. I believe that's in chapter 46 of the Navi Yeshayahu, prophet Isaiah. So when you see a man who can ignite the neshamas, like a lamplighter, like a lamplighter Yechidas, a unique lamplighter who can ignite the souls of Israel, that we should assume our roles as being transmitters of pure, unadulterated divine truth. And he should gather in the 12 tribes of Israel. And he should vanquish those who are the haters of creation, the haters of Israel, and the haters of the children of Noach. And he should vanquish all forms of spiritual Amalekite, coldness to Kedusha, to holiness and matters of good. We can be rest assured that, in fact, this is the anointed one awaiting. And when he gathers in the 12 tribes of Israel, and those Noahites who want to join with us, what an airy, beautiful, sunny, shiny day that should be. Speedily is right now. Hamshik, to be continued, Bulgaria with one destiny.